Hi, everybody. It's me, your executive director. I would like to talk to everybody about the current situation that's going on and how it is going to affect SAFE. And please remember that with everything I have to say here, I'm not a government official. I'm just someone who works at a horse rescue. And really, none of us know what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks or even in the next couple hours. So your staff and I are trying our best to stay ahead of the changes that may or may not be coming, and make sure that our horses are continuing to receive the care that they need in order to live. All of us are doing our best, you included, and we want to keep each other and ourselves safe, but carry on with the care of the horses residing here at SAFE. Okay, so based on what's happening in California and what is likely impending in New York, it seems pretty likely that here in the Seattle area we will soon be ordered to shelter in place. And we won't know what that means until the actual order comes in. But I've been studying the order that was placed on the city of San Francisco. And again, this is just my opinion, but this doesn't really seem as scary as it sounds. In fact, a lot of what's in this order is already being implemented here in King County. Things like unessential businesses like gyms and hair salons have been ordered closed, but grocery stores are still open. Restaurants are still able to provide takeout. So a lot of what's in here we're already doing here in King County. But let's take a look at this. So what they're saying in San Francisco specifically is that everybody needs to stay home, shelter in place of residence, except that they may leave to provide or receive certain essential services, engage in certain essential activities, and work for essential businesses. Okay, so this is a 10-page long document, so I'm not going to read you the whole thing. I can give you a link to it if you'd like. It goes on to describe a lot of definitions and exceptions. And one of the things that it talks about is essential activities. And essential activities include performing a task essential to your health and safety of your family members, including but not limited to pets. So it also goes on to say, I thought this was interesting, that that people are allowed to engage in outdoor activity provided they comply with social distancing requirements. And by way of example, but without limitation, this includes walking, hiking, running, etc. So not locked in your homes. And another essential activity that is specifically listed here is caring for a family member or a pet in another household. Obviously, healthcare operations are allowed during the shelter, and it points out specifically that healthcare operations also include veterinary care and healthcare services provided to animals. And it goes on to list quite a few essential businesses, the ones we expect: healthcare operations, grocery stores, convenience stores, drugstores, etc., but also news media, gas stations, banks, hardware stores, plumbers, electricians, exterminators, businesses that provide mailing and shipping services, educational institutes, laundromats, restaurants for carryout, we mentioned that, businesses that supply products needed for people to work from home. So I guess that's good news for Staples. Businesses that deliver groceries, airlines, taxis, and transportation, professional services such as legal or accounting services, childcare facilities, etc., etc., etc. And then finally, it defines essential travel as travel to care for elderly, minors, dependents, persons with disabilities, or other vulnerable persons. Maybe that's a stretch there, but I consider our horses to be vulnerable persons. Anyway, so if we assume that our county is going to end up with a similar to order to what is being done in San Francisco, well, what does this mean for us? Well, hopefully you've already read the policy that we distributed about preventing the spread of virus here at SAFE. And I would really like to believe that we can all come out here and clean stalls and clean paddocks and move horses without risking our health or the health of the people around us if we just follow, the simple precautions that have been laid out for all Americans. Now, I say this for two reasons. Number one, obviously our horses don't care about COVID. They are still depending on us to feed them, water them, keep their living areas clean, watch out for their health and their safety. But two, if we're all going to be shut away in our houses, we're going to need to be able to come to safe places like SAFE, right? Get outdoors, get some exercise, do some socializing. The horses need you a lot, but I think a lot of you need them just as much. So, this is the plan as it stands right now. If King County is put in a shelter-in-place order, then SAFE goes to snow protocol. Okay, what does this mean? First of all, just like in snow protocol, it means that your safety and well-being is the number one concern. If you don't feel safe getting in your car and driving here to SAFE, then don't do it. In this case, if you have visions of being pulled over by the National Guard and thrown in jail, don't risk it. And really, if you feel safer hunkered down in your house with your family and moving as little as possible, then please stay home. You're the best judge of what's going to be right for you, and I have total respect for the decisions that you make. So you do what you have to do. There's no hard feelings. But for those of you who listen to the rules in San Francisco and feel confident that caring for horses at SAFE falls under essential services, or for those of you who would drive through a roadblock to get to your horses, make sure they're not hungry, well, we will need you. We do need you. And as long as you don't do anything dumb, like kissing other volunteers, you are welcome here to help. Okay, so as with snow protocol, I live here on site, so nobody's going to go hungry. The first priority is always going to be that the horses get food and water, and even if no one else was able to get here, I can personally assure you that feeding will go on as scheduled. Now, during snow protocol, Terry will typically stay at my house, and the two of us handle feeding and turnout. I don't know if that'll happen this time or not. It's certainly a possibility. But even if Terry is here, you can imagine that cleaning 30 stalls a day would, essentially kill us. So this is where you come in. The staff and I have already decided that if things get bad, we will move the majority of the horses out to turnout, and they'll live outdoors 24/7. Now, I like this idea because, personally, I would far prefer to clean a paddock than a stall. There are a couple horses that might come in at night, the ones that are on the eye feeders, but most everybody else will be eating, sleeping, playing, pooping outside. We will use this Facebook page to coordinate sign-ups for people who are willing and able to come to SAFE. It'll probably be for about 3 or 4 hours each day. You'll be cleaning paddocks, filling waters, putting out hay. If you are able to come, you can do so on your regular volunteer day, or you can fill in on different days if you want. We figure that just like on snow protocol, if we have 3 or 4 hardworking people here every day, we'll be fine. We're hoping that our barn managers and barn assists will still be able to come out as well. But as I said, at the very least, you have me. So that is our plan. I'm not saying that we're putting the plan in place right this moment, but I wanted you to know what to expect if a shelter-in-place order comes down in the next couple days or weeks. So we don't know what's going to happen. So you need to stay alert. Watch this Facebook channel for updates from us. Sorry, I froze there for a second. It's just like snow protocol. Anyway, we'll be communicating with everybody on this Facebook page. For people who are not on Facebook, we will try our best to also communicate through email. We'll do our best, no promises. And what would be really helpful is if you could comment below on this post and let us know if you think you'll be able to help out during the crisis or if you expect it might be difficult for you. And if that is the case, don't worry about it. We are relying on you to make the best choices for yourselves and for your health, your family, your peace of mind. So don't take any risks. And there are enough of us that will be able to step up and everything will be okay. And if you can't come to SAFE and you feel bad about that, don't. And you can maybe make yourself better by supporting us in different ways from home. We're going to need a lot of donations during this time. Also, I'm sure you've heard our plans to take Heart of the Horse online. There will be a ton of opportunity for every one of you to gather your friends and family together, to raise money together for SAFE, to make donations for the horses, and to bid on the amazing items that were procured by Kit and Tiffany and the rest of the procurement team. We'll have more to tell you about that soon, but there will be a lot that you can do from home. And but for now, stay healthy, stay vigilant, stay hopeful. I'm so grateful for everything you do for this organization, and I'm so thankful that you are part of SAFE. So hang in there. All right, thanks. Turning it off.